morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming through. Hi, guys. How you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming through, guys. Really do appreciate it. Oh man, appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. So today I am giving you guys my Miami Dolphins year-end review, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, finally, I got some time, maybe to do it. I'm going to give you my 2022-2023 year-end review. It's been a crazy year this year, guys. Very, very crazy year, and I'm very happy that that at least we get to discuss. This was a very interesting year. There's so much that happened. We're going to discuss that. Plus, I'm going to go over a couple of things that maybe we overlooked. And I appreciate everybody coming through. So let's get into this, guys. Thank you so much. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, let everybody know that we are live. You guys already know what I'm gonna ask. What I'm gonna say. Go ahead and hit that like button for Miss Fence. Thank you so much. Keep hitting the like button. We are still getting to our 1,000 subscribers. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Share it everywhere, guys. If you can do me a favor, if you like the content, if you want to continue to see the content, please share, subscribe, let everybody know that we are live. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for coming through. Really do appreciate you guys. So, without further ado, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through. Wow, what a 2022-2023 year. The Miami Dolphins, man, I remember last year in the off season. That was crazy. At first, let's get into the off season because after this, I'm gonna break down a few other videos from 2022, 2023. But this is kind of the main one. Last year, the way it started in the off season, since we are now technically in the off season, I'm gonna talk about last year. We are officially in the 2023-2024 year. However, last year, the very first thing after Black Monday, boom, the Miami Dolphins fired their head coach, Brian Flores. It threw the entire offseason in a frenzy. He instantly became the number one coach to be hired. It was absolutely crazy and insane. The fact that the team went back to back winning seasons, first time in 20 years we sweep the Patriots, first time in 20 years we do the back to back winning seasons. It caught everybody in the media by surprise. And the part that was the most frustration for the fan and the media is the explanation would just it made no sense. It made no sense whatsoever. If you're a Dolphin fan and you were here last season, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the actual what do you call it? The actual season. Off season last year. It made no sense whatsoever. All you had was everybody talking about how um the Miami Dolphins, young promising team, what are they gonna do to get over the hump? Back to back seasons, one game away from the getting into the off season or postseason, if you will. And it didn't happen. So, with that being said, what are we gonna do here? You know what I mean? It was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crazy. Then on top of that, guess what happened? Yep, ladies and gentlemen, they went ahead and he sued the NFL. He sued the Miami Dolphins. He sued a few other teams because of unfair business practices. As far as we know, the it's still ongoing, his lawsuit. And on top of that too, um He alleged that the only reason why he got the position was because of him being of a minority nature and because of the Rooney Rule. Never had a real intention of giving him the team for a while. You couldn't go based on his merit because again, back-to-back winning seasons that hadn't been done in over 20 years. So you knew as a head coach he was doing his job, but because he didn't actually, I guess, do what the ownership wanted, or at least that's what we're being told. It's the reason why he left. He wasn't able to work well with others. Anyways, if you believe that, well, hey, that's your belief. I don't believe that, but that's just the explanation they give. It is what it is at this point. Um, not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, and now like, I feel very comfortable in revealing this because at first I didn't. I didn't feel very comfortable on revealing what I'm about to show you guys because if we're gonna be honest, I don't know how people would feel about it. But now that we are done, the season's over, I feel very confident in showing you guys this. And this was my 2022-2023 outlook of this year. It is what do you call it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. It is literally what my predictions were. And some people think that I was maybe a little bit too harsh. Or maybe I was being too much of a homer. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you really take a look at what I was, my prediction, you're gonna see how much, what do you call it? How much I most certainly, um, yeah, how I most certainly, um, pretty much dealt with this. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over this. I want to share this with you guys, so you guys can see where I'm coming from. Uh, Let me see. 'Cause I'm not trying to show too much. You know what I mean? So hold on. And there you go. And we're gonna this one too. And we're gonna hide this one too. Okay. Just certain things, guys. I'd rather keep private, if you will. So 1 second here. Okay. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yes. So let me go ahead and show you guys this. I'm gonna show my screen real quick so you guys can see, and you can tell me if you guys agree with me or not. But this is essentially what I had, ladies and gentlemen, as far as what I believe the season was gonna be for 2022, 2023, and you're gonna be able to see how early I thought of this too. So you guys can't tell me that being biased or anything like that. Honestly, because at the end of the day, I don't know if you can see it or not. You will now. This is what I had. This is what I believe the team was gonna do. So this is the my schedule, my record prediction. This was honestly prior to honestly everything. This is prior to everything. This is what I thought the Miami Dolphins record was going to be, ladies and gentlemen. I honest to God thought that just move this a little bit so you guys can see this here. There you go. I honest to God thought, okay, what are we gonna do as the Dolphins? Is this gonna work? This and that. So this is the whole receipts, ladies and gentlemen, and now I'm showing you guys my receipts. What I truly thought this team was gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. And I recorded this back in May of last year, May 11th of last year. We're a little early. So this is my very first, like, first prediction. And then obviously I had a couple updates based on what happened. Um my very, very first would have to be my super homer me. I thought we were going 15-2. Why did I think we were going on 15-2? Because we got Tyreek, we got Teron Marston, the number one free agent at the time for last offseason. We made some changes in the offense, obviously with the scheme, with the new coach, being optimistic, like, okay, fine. We got the defense already set, we got the special teams already set. Now we're just gonna have the head coach set us up in the right direction for this offense, and we're gonna unlock Tua, unlock this offensive line, and we're gonna make this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what I thought would happen. I initially thought, as a super homer, we were going 15-3. The only true L I gave us was Cincinnati. Not once. Yeah, this is Richmond West, by the way. Richmond Webb was the one that thought that we would win, but I didn't. I personally, I thought we were winning the first three. Yes, as you guys could see, not once did I think, well, except my super realistic me one. I always thought we were gonna beat the Bills. Always thought. I went 15-3. The only real loss that I thought was the away for Buffalo Bills, which is what I had here, and then the home versus the Bengals. Other than that, I thought these are all winnable games, ladies and gentlemen. All winnable games. So 15-2 was my possibility to me. And this, yes, 15-2. That is exactly what I thought it would be. It may seem far-fetched, but again, we're going off the schedule. So, yeah, right now we just got Tyreek. We're going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. 15-2 is what I thought we were going to go. Then I'm like, okay, that's super homer me, hence the super homer me. Possibility me, I was like, okay, I could totally see us beating the Patriots. I mean, I didn't think that we were going to lose to the Patriots at all. I was like, realistically speaking, or no, possibly we could lose we could lose to the Ravens. If we're gonna be honest, we're gonna split. I held it hard. We're splitting with the Bills this year, which I was right. So I was at us winning versus the Bills. Then it was like no shot versus the Bengals. They just got to the Super Bowl. Then obviously in this stretch where you have, what do you have? You have Jets, Vikings, Steelers, Lions, like Bears, like get out of here. What are we even talking about? And at that point, we had known what the suspension was for Deshaun Watson. I'm like, or we initially thought he was going to get suspended, what, 8 weeks? This is week 10. We're playing against Deshaun Watson. We're losing that game, period. So it's like, why am I even going to bother? Then obviously Texans. I really did thought that us going over there to 49ers, we were, student, but teacher situation type, you know what I mean? And then I really did think that we were a better team versus the Chargers. They didn't have any defense, and as far as the offense, I thought we matched well with our defense. Then obviously I had us losing to the Bills the whole time because I didn't think we were gonna beat them over there. Obviously, it's Aaron Rodgers. You're not gonna beating Aaron Rodgers, even if I wanted to. And then I thought we were sweeping the Patriots and the Jets, and hence the 12-5. I'm like, this could possibly happen. Like Super Homer me, this could possibly happen. The 12-5. Then I was like, okay, what's realistically gonna happen? 10-7, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're beating the Patriots. We're losing to the Ravens. I'm still stuck on. We're splitting with the Bills. We're winning versus the Bills. L versus the Bengals. Regular ones. Again, this is what the notion of the shot only getting 8 weeks. This is week 10. L. Then I'm like, okay, we're gonna beat the Texans, and then we're gonna go on a 4 straight losing streak. I gave us no shot of winning any of those games. The travel, nope, not gonna happen. Then we win the last two, 10-7. We were one game away from that prediction, ladies and gentlemen. One game away. I can't believe this. One game away from the 10-7 I predicted. Like, I'm showing you guys the receipts, which is what Color and I always talked about. Like he's like, I've seen him, ladies and gentlemen. And this hasn't changed at all. That's why I give you a new tab whenever I did have a new one. Yeah, 10-7. That's what I thought. Then I went even super realistic me, which this was the one that I refused to tell anybody because I knew people were gonna. Machines was ridiculous. You don't believe the team. Da, da, da. You don't believe in Tua. You're a Tua hater. Blah, 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 blah. Right? All that great stuff. Guys, keep hitting the like button. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. My super realistic me had us going 7-10, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that? Because I am a Dolphins fan, but I'm also a football fan. Come on, man. And I hope that this goes to show that I can be reasonable. I know what it is to be a super homer. I have to be a, you know, be high hopes on my team. Really think about, okay, what can we actually make done, and then what I really think is gonna happen. And then what's the worst case scenario in this opinion? That's my super realistic, guys. I had us losing the first four. We had the hardest schedule at the beginning of the season than any other team. The first 5 weeks were the hardest 5 weeks out of any other team in the NFL. By the time and remember, this was May 11th when the schedule came out, and I did my prediction. You guys can feel free to go back into the show when I did it. I didn't speak on my super realistic one, but I did speak to you guys about my super homer possibility and my realistic one. I had to listen to it. Then obviously you got the soft underbelly of the schedule, if you will, where you got what Jets, Vikings, and the reason being Kirk Cousins. So there you go. I wasn't overlooking the Vikings. I just thought it's Kirk Cousins. He knows how to mess things up. And I thought that we had more than enough in defense and offense to be able to beat them, which is why I thought of that. It's the Lions, the Bears, guys. What are we really? Why are we even arguing? And then again, this was with the premise that Deshaun, as we all thought, was only getting 8 weeks, and this was week 10. We're not beating Deshaun Watson, period, ladies and gentlemen. It just was not going to happen. Then obviously the Texans, as you can see, my level of extreme confidence with this. The only two teams I gave us 100% winning. This is actually quite funny. The Steelers, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one team across the board I was like, we're beating no matter what. And the Texans. Those are the two teams that I was like, yeah, we're beating no matter what. You could also say not even, because even in my super realistic, look, we lost the first four, go on a 5 game winning streak, lose to Deshaun, then come back, beat the Texans, 4 game losing streak, beat the Patriots because I didn't believe in their offense, and then lose to the Jets. Why? Because I thought the Jets, as I said before, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hit that like button. They had the best. They had the best draft. Period. Jets had the best off-season best draft. Okay. So this was my super realistic 10, ladies and gentlemen. That's really what I thought we were gonna do. Now you see this updated back in on 8/18/2022. We got the notification that Watson's suspension was lifted from 6 games to 11 games. That's when I was like, okay. So I gave us that W. Okay, that's when that changed because I went by the possibility me. I was like, okay, okay, we're gonna give that W. And then on top of that too, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling a little frosty today, and I'm gonna stick to us beating the Niners, us beating the Chargers, right? Still losing to the Bills, but I really do think we could beat Aaron Rodgers because I don't trust him, and you know what? We're sweeping the Bills. Why? Because I'm feeling myself apparently. Oh no, not the Bills. Sorry, we're beating the The Jets, and we're beating the Patriots. And that was my updated 14-3 from from here. So we gained two extra wins. The Christmas game versus the Packers, and the other one was what was the first the 49ers game. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think so. And this is March again before the season started. Oh, and then I updated again and gave us a W because when Bosa was out for the season and Herbert got hurt, obviously after I think this is like week 2 or 3, I was like, nope, we're beating the Chargers. You see, I'm giving you guys exactly what I'm thinking. Josh Allen will have the least amount of rushing yards versus Dolphins all year long. That's just my updates, guys. I'm showing you the back. I'm showing you the behind the scenes where my thoughts are coming from. Then my super final one was this one. September 6th. This was the week before the season started officially. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we were going 13-4. I felt very confident based on everything that I saw in the off season. I really thought, honestly, we had what it takes to be 13-4. You did. There's no way you spent $100 million in the off season, get Tyree, get Teron, pick up other pieces to not be 13-4 in this division where the Jets are still finding their way. The Patriots have no offense. You know what I mean? That's where I was, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I was. But yeah, and we ended up, as you see, actually going 9-8. That's how we made the playoffs. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is the one that I didn't want to show anybody right here. I did not want to show any of you guys my super realistic me, guys, because I felt like that people wouldn't understand what it for. People can't handle the truth. Okay, people can't handle the truth. So I just want you to know that this new season 2023-2024, I'm gonna be doing my super homer me, my possibility me, realistic me, and my super realistic me, ladies and gentlemen. But I won't show you that till the end of the season. Why? Because I really want people to feel comfortable in telling me what they think. You know, I'll give updates, as you can see. I'll put updates if we hear anything new throughout the off season. But at least with this, you guys can see that Miss Finch is not just a homer or unreasonable in any case. Because at the end of the day, guys, I really did think that the Dolphins had everything we needed for us to get the schedule. We did. We absolutely did. For us to actually win. Even Richmond Webb had us at 12-5. So I wasn't that far off from him. And we were one game away from my realistic record prediction. So I can't wait to do. We already did our super way too early record, you know, prediction. But I'm gonna give you guys, as you can see, it's gonna be around May when I'm gonna give you once the actual schedule comes out. I'm gonna give you guys my actual prediction. You know, like I'll do this again so you guys can see it. But I wanted to give you guys at least a little heads up on, as you can see how Miss Fins breaks it down. They said the receipts, so there you go. Now you guys get to see all of that and kind of tell me what you guys think at the end of the day. I think it's pretty um what do you call it? Pretty cool in here. So if you guys have any realistic too. Mm. Can you guys hear me? Back. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay, good, good. Okay, so let's do this because clearly my internet is mm, mm. But let's continue this, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now let me go ahead and put the let me go ahead and talk a little bit more about the team itself, ladies and gentlemen. This 2022, 2023, this offense was very, very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. This team was very frustrating because the potential was there for us to make something really, really special. And I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Were we as bad as I thought we were going to be? No, because we ended up getting 9 wins versus versus 7. But yeah, I thought that this was definitely kind of frustrating. I mean, the Dolphins were ranked 11th when it comes to points for. We were ranked 6th when it comes to total yards in offense. We were ranked number 8 in turnovers, ranked number 4 in fumble losses. When it came to first downs, we were ranked 17th overall. When it comes to passing itself, we were 4th in passing yards, 4th in passing touchdowns. We were 22nd in interceptions, which is a good thing. We didn't have as many interceptions as everybody else. Um, so that's not too bad. However, we were second to last when it came to rushing, guys. We were second to last when it came to attempting rushes. We were 25th when it came to total yards for rushing as an offense. We were ranked 22nd when it came to touchdowns this offense. Um, we were ranked 19th in the yards per attempt. Overall, I mean, being ranked 11th is still not top 10. Being ranked 6th in yards, it's top 10. I'd say if you average those two, I would put us as a top 10 defense offense. However, this was supposed to be an even more dominant offense, ladies and gentlemen. It was. Absolutely was. This team came in and we had 2/3 of the team done. Matt McDaniel got 2/3 of this team. The defense was set. So was special teams. All he had to do was come in and fix the offense. Did Mike McDaniel do that, ladies and gentlemen? To an extent, yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So he did his job for the most part. I'm gonna do a special Mike McDaniel video, but at least I wanted you guys to see that when it comes to the offense, for the most part, yes. However, uh, he's the rushing guru that we were told we were supposed to be getting the rushing game going. Being ranked 31st out of 32 teams in attempts, that's not pretty good. And the fact that we got not one but two of his guys, yeah, that's definitely something that left a lot to be desired. And that was one of the major letdowns. Our rushing game definitely was a major letdown, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely major letdown. But what can you expect when you have a brand new rookie head coach, new team that only got every piece he wanted pretty much? It is what it is. As far as our defense, I mean, the defense obviously was worse. We ranked when it came to giving up points. We ranked 24th as a defense, 18th when it came to giving up yards. When it came to turnovers, we ranked 30th when we were one of the top turnover uh, getting teams last year. Good morning, guys. When it came to forcing fumbles, we were 28th this year. Obviously, the defense took a loss. Major, major setback, mostly because of the injuries, guys. Mostly because of the injuries. When you lose back to back to back to back cornerbacks, safeties, like it was a lot for our defense to overcome. Josh Boyer did what he could with what he had. And I'll tell you this, mm, we managed. Let's just put it that way. We managed when it came to the defense. Okay? Now, when it came to passing defense, our passing defense got way worse than last year. Way worse than last year. But our rushing defense was phenomenal. Our passing defense, when it came to attempts and allowing attempts, we were ranked 31st. When it came to giving up yards, we were ranked 27th. When it comes to giving up touchdowns, we were ranked 26th. When it came to interceptions, which we got barely any, we were ranked 29th. That's not good. However, when it came to rushing, we were number 6 in the league in attempts, giving up attempts. We were number 4 in yards. So we shut down the run, minus the QBs, ladies and gentlemen. When it came to shutting down the run, we became a shut down defense when it comes to rushing. And allowing rushing touchdowns, we were 17th in the league. And allowing yards per attempt, we were 6th. So, yes, when it came to rushing defense, we got way better. I mean, way better, ladies and gentlemen. Way better. Way better. Christian Wilkins played out of his mind, ladies and gentlemen. He played out of his mind, his literal mind. This man is going to get paid, period. Whether it's with the Dolphins, whether it's with another team, doesn't even matter. He is going to get paid somewhere. It don't matter where. Bullocks. Doesn't matter where. He is going to get paid somewhere. Christian Wilkins literally he might actually reset the market himself. That's how good he was this year. That's how good he was. As their DT number one, if I'm not mistaken, 92 tackles himself. He killed it this year. He absolutely killed it. One of our brightest spots. Our number one defensive player. X used to be it, not anymore. Now, definitely Christian Wilkins. Oh, excuse me. Um, yeah. So our defense, when it came to rushing, man, we were top 10 defense. We were a top 10 defense, guys, when it came to rushing. Actually, not even because I mean we're top six best defense when it comes to rushing. When it came to passing, we were almost dead. We were in the last quarter of the last quarter when it came to passing. Our passing defense was horrible. It was. And again, granted, I can't put it all on the defense because the insurmountable amount of injuries to safeties, corners, Um, I mean, God, you name it, we had an injury in that position. So because of that, I give them a pass when it came to our defense. It's a lot of injuries, a lot of new players, undrafted rookies, ladies and gentlemen. It's another thing people forget. We were playing undrafted rookies here. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting when it comes to the actual defense. Undrafted rookie. Now some people say, oh, it was Brian Flores' defense. Boyer didn't do anything. Some say otherwise. Boyer did what he could, and I cannot personally attribute any loss this past season to the Dolphins defense. Can't. I can't. I cannot attribute any loss because guess what? The average points that the Dolphins gave up total as a defense, we were 24th in the league. We weren't even the worst one. We gave up yards. We ranked 18th in yardage given up. So we weren't the worst team when it came to defense overall. You could say our average, our rank was made what, 21st best rank if you count where our rushing and our passing. We were ranked, I would say around 21st, 22nd maybe overall ranked defense. It's not 32nd, you know what I mean? So I can't say it was the worst defense. And the points that we gave up was kind of, kind of, I don't want to say mediocre because it wasn't, but it was kind of aligned with what the average teams were giving up. Um, so yeah. So as far as the defense, even though passing defense was really bad, our rushing defense was so good that it really made teams be one dimensional, which kind of also allowed with do it. But when you're playing a lot of zone, soft zone like we were this season, it hinders. But then again, you have to make what do you have to make what's the word I was gonna say? It just escaped me. You have to take into consideration everything that happened with this defense. And you know what? I'm very satisfied with the defense. I can't attribute any losses to them, but I can certainly attribute some wins to them. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, look, the defense, again, being ranked 22nd overall, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Mind you, missing losing your fearless leader in defense with Flores, all those injuries, and still come out, I would say, around 22nd when you put both of them together, passing and rushing. Not bad. I wish we had more takeaways, though. That's for sure. Because we were like top when it came to takeaways last season, but we weren't. Now, as far as this team, when it came to the actual overall season, ladies and gentlemen, do I think that the Dolphins improved from the year before to this past year that just happened? And the answer is yes and no. Let me explain. Obviously, we knew that defense would take a step back because our defensive head coach no longer here. We obviously knew that the offense was going to be a place of emphasis, and we knew that that offense was going to have to carry a lot for everything that we got for the offense. You know what I mean? Now, as far as the actual offense is concerned, Did they meet my expectations for what I thought they would be? The answer is no. Mm-mm. The offense did not meet my expectations. I told you guys what I was expecting this offense to be. We're supposed to be 13-4, ladies and gentlemen. 13-4. And as far as an offense, can I think of a game where the offense actually took over? Where you were like, damn, the offense took over. Like that the offense game. And I can't think of a single game where I could attribute that offense being the reason why we won. I can't think of a single game. Man, and I made this and I wrote this down because a lot of what you would say, oh, it was the offense that did this. No, it was a full team win. There were several team wins throughout the season. There were a couple of team losses throughout the season. But as far as when it came to the team wins, ladies and gentlemen, they were team wins, offense and defense. I can't think of a team, an offensive win, like a pure the offense did it. Like it was purely the offense. That was it. I'm taking a look at all the games, ladies, between the Patriots and gentlemen. Patriots, Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Jets, Vikings, Steelers, Lions, Bears, Browns, Texans, Niners, Chargers, Bills, Packers, Patriots, Jets. I can't think of an offense. The offense didn't do when all you had to do was focus on the offense. Yeah, I can't see of a game where the offense was the one that won the game. Not at all. Because even the games, I mean, if you even go back to week 1, yes, we won 20-7 versus the Patriots. We should have won 45-7. The Patriots were no match to us. And when I say no match, no match, especially that first week. No offense, they ain't up Matt Patricia. Like they were so disorganized. And we had our way with them. This offense should have scored 45-7. 45-7. That's how that went. And that's the thing. At no point did the offense take over a game either. The offense didn't take over again. I'm taking a look at some of these wins that we had, and the offense didn't take over a game. And what do I mean by that? So you guys understand what Miss Phins means when it means taking over a game. Taking over a game, ladies and gentlemen, in my personal opinion, is it's destroying another team. You're beating that team by 20 plus points. And not even, I'm talking 25 plus points. When you are manhandling another team, kind of like how the Patriots have done on my birthday. God, I never forget that. 43-0, literally on my birthday. What was it, 2019? That right there. That is taking over. That's taking over a team. You see what I mean? That's when it's 35-3. Sorry guys, I got a lather. Mm, that's taking over a team. That's manhandling a team. Mm, that's when the offense is going off. You're scoring at will. Nothing can stop you. That's taking over. And at no point did the offense hit that. At no point. And I know some people are gonna bring up, well, what about the Baltimore game? You know what? Great question. Baltimore game. We did score 42-38, but people forget this. We gave up 35 points in the first half, right? Or a large amount of points in the first half. I can't remember specifically. I mean, I could pull it up if I need to. Let me just pull it up so you guys don't think I'm just saying this out of thin air. Um, let's take a look at that game because in the fourth quarter, obviously, we got so many points. You know what I mean? I mean, we scored practically all our points there. Okay. So in the first three quarters, it was 35 points that we gave up. 35 points, right? The first half, we gave up 28 points to 7. It was 28 to 7 in the first half. Then we both scored touchdowns in the third quarter. And then the Dolphins went off. We scored 28 points in that fourth quarter to 3. This is what people forget. We won that game by 4 points, ladies and gentlemen. If at any point our defense didn't stop the Ravens and had them not score and only hold them to 3 points in that fourth quarter, we lose that game, ladies and gentlemen. We lose that game too. And people forget that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. People forget that. And that even though the offense absolutely went off. Some people say yes, it was a breakdown of the Ravens defense. That secondary where you were like, dude, Tua's gonna eat you up, especially if you're playing that zone. If you're playing that zone against Tua, he's gonna murder you. That man knows a pop, 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 pop. He will crush you, and that's exactly what he did. Tua destroyed the Ravens in that fourth quarter. How? They broke down in defense. And on top of that, too, the Miami Dolphins defense shut down the Ravens. Had they scored any other points, ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins lose that Ravens game. So although they did take over, that's the only quarter this entire season that I could say the offense took over. You also got to give it up to the defense because had the defense not done their job, there is no ridiculous comeback to win. You see what I mean? So it's all into perspective. And I just wanted to go ahead and kind of take that over and kind of give you guys that perspective here because that's where my expectation is. You came in halfway. You came in like, is it crypto that says it? You came into a team on third base. Brian Flores had to redo the entire team from literal scratch. This team was at least, if we want to be, at least halfway built. Okay, so my expectations of this team, as you guys saw, I showed you guys the receipts. I thought realistically speaking, we could go 10-7. We went 9-8. My super realistic me, 7-10. I was like, okay, it's 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 possible we can get to 12-5. It's gonna take a lot, but it is possible with the new weapons we got and with the team that we got. You know what I mean? My super homer me, y'all already know. I was like, nobody can stop us. We got Tyreek. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. We're going 15-2. Like I was on it. Um, so overall, the 2022-2023 season, it left a lot for me on the table because when you spend $100 million plus, and on top of that too, you spend so much money in Tyreek, so much money in Tehran, so many big contracts that we picked up, and on top of that too, it's like it was like it was the team was there. It was just you just have to plug play. And now I know that people are gonna say, "Oh, Miss Phins is the first year of establishing the offense and blah blah blah." True, that is true. And you know what? Year two, we expect for everything to go better. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. We expect everything to get better year two, right? This is for 2023, 2023, 2024. As far as last year, 2022, 2023, the team kind of let me down. 9-8 was it's we barely got to 9-8, ladies and gentlemen. Barely got to 9-8. Um, so what does that mean? We got to do way better. Now, Miss Fence, you're being unfair. We got to the playoffs. Yes, we did. Mm, congratulations. That was awesome. That was awesome. Not gonna lie. Playoff game. Hey, that was awesome. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna pretend like that wasn't, a nice gesture. We finally we didn't control our destiny, even though we could have. But very nice. And on top of that too, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. We beat the Buffalo Bills. They just got lucky at the end, and we screwed up the timing. Uh, and our time management at the end of that game. But we had the Bills on the ropes, man. We had the Bills on the rope. They were like they didn't want to pretend like they were like, no way, where the Bills gonna beat us with the seventh round. No, we shouldn't have. It was the most lopsided game when it comes to predictions or whatever, where the Dolphins had no chance of winning that game, and guess what? By 3 points. So that was pretty exciting. But let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, we were one game away the 2 years before. So you see that this team has never been like the Texans, where you're like, well, geez, like we had no shot of anything, and then you know what I mean. We knew we were rebuilding. And on the very first year Flores gets at least some of the pieces he wants, we go 10-9. 10-6? Yeah, because it was still 16. We go 10-6. Then the next year, we go 9-8. Both years, we were one game away from making it to the playoffs. We spent over $100 million. We still get the same 9-8. Yes, we got to the playoffs. Great. We lost. Um, so this season that just passed is, people ask, and I've been asked a lot, and I've asked this question too. Was this a successful season, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the comment section. Tell me, was this in your eyes a successful season for the Dolphins? And I said earlier yes and no. But in my and that was my I will put that as my realistic me, yes and no. My super realistic me, no. This was a disappointment. This season, 2022, 2023 was a disappointment. Now, because it is a new regime, it is also foundational. So to me, the bar is already set at per minimum. You see what I mean? So the per minimum is set. So now we at per minimum gotta do this next year more than 9-8. We gotta at minimum do 10-7. You see what I mean? We have to do better than the year before. We have to do better than the year before, because you can't do the same or worse than your predecessor, because then why would we make all these changes to be the same? You see what I mean? So yeah, that's that's essentially how it is. So at least we established the baseline for a McDaniel regime, which is 9-8 and made the playoffs. Okay, but personally speaking, no, this was a disappointment. This is a disappointment. We we should have at minimum. gotten 10-7, guys, at minimum. And this is the thing, we had it all. We had, oh, let me look into this because I had a couple of stuff I wrote down here for you guys too when it came to this. We had an electrifying offense, guys. We really did. The offense at times I was like, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? This was an awesome offense. We were like, oh my god, this is actually like this is happening. You know what I mean? Um, we got off to that great start, 3-0. Man, we were just beating. Look, I was there, man. We had some exciting wins. That I will say. We had some exciting wins, and I absolutely love being in the stadium. Week three, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, never in my life did I experience the joy of beating the Bills, and then the way we beat the Bills. Oh my God, it was amazing. That first game, by far one of my favorite Dolphins experiences, man. You don't understand. Nobody moved in the stadium for 5 minutes straight, 5 to 10 minutes. We were still in the stadium, and I'm talking packed. That stadium was packed with Dolphin fans. Oh, the little bit of Bills fan. Oh, we travel. Please, they had like on the hot side. They had a few people, yes. But man, when I tell you the Dolphins packed that stadium, oh snap, it was awesome. And then when we beat them, oh my God, it just the pure joy. Oh man, it was insane. The atmosphere. It was awesome. I'll tell you this. I will give, even though I still think this season was a disappointment for me because we should have done better than the year before, in my opinion. And I don't attribute going to the playoffs as doing better, even though technically it is because we matched the record and we got into the playoffs. But no, what I will say is, man, I had a great time. This season in person, I was blessed to be able to go to all the games. Thanks to you guys, you fans. I'm telling you, listen, shout out to Chef Jew who personally sponsored Miss Phins this half the season this year. So thank you to Chef Jew because man, my heart, absolutely my heart. And um, but I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, um, it was nothing like being in there. Nothing like being in person. If you've never been in a Dolphins game or any football game, any professional sports game, I've been to hockey games. I had season tickets 3 years straight for the Panthers, Florida Panthers. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I watch all sports. I'm a Florida girl. Um, but I'm telling you right now, being in a stadium or in a hockey rink or even guys, even golf, the sheer excitement of being in there in the thick of things, in the arenas when your team is down and they score that 3-pointer to win the game with no time left. It's just, as a fan, those are the moments in life that you look forward to. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins gave me that. I definitely got that from the Dolphins this season. So that for me, that's my highlight of the season. The experience that I got, oh man, nothing like it. And anybody that met me this year, anybody that went to the game knows exactly what I mean. Being in person, watching those games live, or even when we did the road games and we watched it, together and did a little watch party. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I'm telling, but in person, it's a different feeling. All of you guys that went, trust me, that you guys know. And if you haven't had the opportunity, please go. As part, this is what I'm gonna do. As part of, and I told you guys we're doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, which we're only like 140 people away, guys. That's it. 140 people away from the 1,000 subscribers, guys. Once we get that, ladies and gentlemen, I will be giving an awesome gift. It could be a game ticket, it could be Dolphins merch. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but we gotta get to the 1,000 subscriber, guys. And the only way that we can do that is with you guys. Like I said, overall, just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, this 2022-2023 season that just passed, because it has been officially closed, Super Bowl Sunday kind of ends that. I will have to I will have to do this. I'm gonna give him a grade because you guys know I gave two a grade. I'm gonna give the Dolphins season a grade overall. Okay. And this past season, ladies and gentlemen, I almost want to do it per section, but I have to do it as a whole because it is a team, and I'm looking at the overall season. As an overall seasons, offense, defense, special teams, front office, all of that. Oh God. Put your grades in the comment. What do you grade? What do you grade the Dolphins season, ladies and gentlemen? What do you grade the Dolphins season? Because I might need. I almost want to grade them separate, but I mean I do want to grade them separate, but so this is what I'm gonna do. I have to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, my super realistic me, no, I won't grade them on that. But based on even my realistic me, where I had them, like realistically speaking, this is a 10 win team this year with all the changes. I was being nice. I was being nice. With all the changes that we made, all the additions, all the everything. I was like, okay, realistically speaking, this is a 10-win team. The fact that we didn't even get to 10 wins. Yes, we made the playoffs thanks to the Bills taking care of week 17 and beating the Patriots. But that's another thing that I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. We held our own. We had we were on a driver's seat of our destination this year. 8-3. We were on the driver's seat. We were 8-3. And then we lose five straight. Barely got off to six. Barely won. 9-8 is just not gonna cut it. When your previous regime with nobodies got the 9-8, got winning season back to back with nobodies, no offense, guys. We know this. No offense, no weapons, no nothing, and that's what I have to judge it by. You know, year by year, how did we do from the year before? Did we progress? And talent wise, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody that tells me that in the offense we have less talent this year, or this 2023 year, 2022, 2023, from the year before, you're nuts. Yes, Miss Finn said that. Because at the end of the day, we had much more talent in this offense than we did last year. That is a fact. That is a fact. But with more talent came more responsibility. And that's where I said, I mean, we were on a roll. That start was awesome. Man, at one point they had us as Super Bowl contenders to a MVP. We were on it. We were the team. And then we just had 5 straight losses. 5 straight losses. So now you see why, personally, my grade for this season, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say C plus. C plus. I can't give them any higher than that, ladies and gentlemen. No, you matched the same record from the previous regime that had no talent. No, no, no. I'm not giving you any more than that. Lucky it's not a C minus, which is really what I want to give you, or a straight up C. But no, C plus, because at least I saw positiveness. I saw positiveness. Um, but yeah, that's where it's at. And at the end of the day, we still haven't gotten a major question is to the guy. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him all 17 games like we wanted, so that we're able to go ahead and determine, okay, this guy's the guy, let's go ahead and do it. This guy's not the guy, let's not go ahead and do it. So that's why I gotta give this season C plus, ladies and gentlemen. And that is my score for this team. That is what I personally believe I rank this team, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that there's a lot of improvement, but I do think that it is possible, and I expect this regime to make it happen at the end of the day. I expect this team to make it happen. I expect the regime to make it happen. So, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe, let everybody know that we are here. Thank you so much for joining Miss Phins, ladies and gentlemen. It's been awesome. It's been a pleasure. I hope that you guys saw the end of the review, and you understood where I was coming from. I was being very, very, very transparent, ladies and gentlemen. I show you guys the receipts. The receipts, so you guys can see that, no, Miss Phins, I'm reasonable, guys. I'm objective. I can be a fan, but I can also objectively take a look at my team. And I will be doing the exact same thing coming up this 2023-2024 season. And I'll have my super homer prediction, my possibility me, my realistic me, and my super realistic me, guys. And you saw last year, before the season started, come May 11th, you saw what my prediction was. So, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, let everybody else know that we are here. We got more stuff coming up this off season, guys. The schedule is changing because I told you guys my schedule changed at work, so I gotta make accommodations. But we're gonna bring you more stuff over here. Do me a favor, share, everybody on Twitter and Twitch. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Guys, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen as soon as possible. Let's make it happen as soon as possible. And I can only do this with you guys. So thank you so much for joining Miss Phins again. This is Miss Phins. I am Miss Phins. You guys are the best. Take care. Have fun. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.